God, please do not. You are embarrassing both of us, she whispered when she saw the ring box, so I put it away forever. 6 months later, she is crying because I am engaged to someone who actually wanted me. This all went down about a year ago, but it feels like yesterday sometimes, or maybe like a lifetime ago depending on the day. I am sharing this because, well, maybe it will help someone else spot the signs earlier than I did. Or maybe just because getting it out feels like closing the book for good. Anyway, buckle up. It is a doozy. My name is Alex. At the time, I was 28, working as a marketing manager for a mid-sized firm in the city. Solid job. Nothing flashy, but it paid the bills and let me save for the future. That future, as far as I was concerned, included Sarah. We had been together for 4 years. Met through mutual friends at a backyard barbecue. She was this vibrant, free-spirited yoga instructor, always talking about aligning energies and living in the moment. I loved that about her. It balanced out my more structured side. I wasn't the type to chase thrills, but I was loyal to a fault. I had supported her through everything, helping her get certified as an instructor, covering rent when her classes were slow, even skipping a couple of work trips so I could be there for her self-discovery retreats. I remember sitting in our cramped apartment poring over budgets while she packed for a week-long yoga immersion in the mountains. "Babe, this is going to change everything for me," she had said, eyes sparkling. I smiled, handed her my credit card for gas, and waved her off. That is who I was. The guy who made sure the foundation was solid so she could build her dreams. By year 4, things felt rock steady. We had talked marriage, kids, the whole package. Not in some rushed way, but organically. "I cannot wait to grow old with you," she would whisper during late-night talks. So I started planning the proposal. I wanted it perfect, something that captured us. Our favorite Italian spot downtown, the one with the dim lights, live jazz in the corner, and that tiramisu she raved about. I had booked a corner table, coordinated with the staff to play her favorite song softly in the background. The ring, simple but elegant. A solitaire diamond on a white gold band. I had saved for months, even took on freelance gigs to afford it without dipping into our joint savings. I pictured her face lighting up, tears in her eyes, the yes that would seal it all. The night arrived. I was nervous, sure, but the good kind, the kind that buzzes with anticipation. Sarah looked stunning in a flowy sundress, her hair down like I loved. We ordered appetizers, chatted about her latest class. "This new guy Jake joined the advanced session," she mentioned casually. "He has got this incredible flow, total natural." I nodded, not thinking much of it. Yoga folks were always coming and going in her stories. Dinner progressed. Wine flowed. As dessert came, I felt the moment build. Heart pounding, I reached into my pocket for the box. That is when it happened. Her eyes flicked down, caught the outline of the box under the tablecloth, and her face, God, her face. It wasn't joy or surprise. It was panic, pure unfiltered dread. Like I had pulled out a grenade instead of a ring. She grabbed my hand under the table, nails digging in a bit too hard, and leaned in close. Her whisper was sharp, laced with something like disgust. "God, please do not. You are embarrassing both of us. Everyone here can see. This isn't. We aren't that." I froze. The jazz notes blurred into noise. The box felt like lead in my palm. "What?" I managed, keeping my voice low though my mind was reeling. She glanced around like we were in a spotlight, then hissed under her breath. "Alex, just put it away. This isn't the time, or maybe ever. I thought you knew things were off." Off? My brain scrambled to catch up. We had had a minor argument a week back about schedules, but nothing that screamed off. I slid the box back into my pocket, the velvet burning against my thigh. The waiter brought the tiramisu. We ate in silence, her forcing smiles at passers-by. I paid the bill. We left. The drive home was tense, radio filling the void. Back at the apartment, I couldn't hold it in. I set the keys down, turned to her. "Sarah, what the hell was that? We have talked about this, about us." She sighed, dropping her purse on the couch, avoiding my eyes. "I know. But things change, Alex. I have been feeling trapped lately, like You are great, but you are so predictable, safe. I need more flow in my life. Flow, I echoed, confusion mixing with a sinking gut. Yeah, she said, finally meeting my gaze, but it was detached, almost pitying. Jake from yoga. We have been exploring things, nothing physical yet, but emotionally he is on my wavelength. He gets the spiritual side, the adventure. You are more about plans and stability. It is sweet, but it is not exciting me anymore. Exploring things. The words hit like a slap, but I didn't flinch. Not outwardly. Inside, flashbacks raced. Me picking her up from late classes, cooking dinner so she could unwind, listening to her vent about difficult students, all while she was exploring with Jake. This is called monkey branching. Lining up a new partner while still in the current relationship to ensure a safe landing. How long? I asked, voice steady. A couple months, she admitted, shrugging like it was casual. I didn't plan it, it just happened during sessions. We talk after grab coffee, he is divorced. Free-spirited, makes me feel alive. And me? What about us? I pressed, but calmly. No yelling, no pleading. She crossed her arms, a smug edge creeping in. Us was good for a while, but honestly, proposing, that would have locked me in. I am not ready for that. You are embarrassing yourself thinking I was. There it was again. Embarrassing. Like my love was some joke. I nodded once, processing. No tears from me, no outburst. Just a quiet acceptance settling in. Okay. We are done then. She blinked, surprised. Maybe that I didn't fight, just like that. Yeah, I said, just like that. Morning came. She was up early packing a bag. I made coffee, handed her a mug without a word. She took it, hesitated. Alex, we should talk more. This doesn't have to be messy. I leaned against the counter, sipping mine. What is there to say? You made it clear last night. She set the mug down, frustration flickering. Come on, do not be like this. I am not the villain here. People grow apart. Jake. He challenges me. You are always so content with routine. Work, home, repeat. I need passion, spontaneity. Passion, I repeated flatly. Like sneaking around behind my back. It wasn't sneaking, she snapped, defensive now. We were just talking at first, flirting maybe, but you never noticed because you are always buried in spreadsheets. So this is my fault for being reliable. She rolled her eyes, that smug dismissiveness back. See, that is your twisted logic. It is not about fault. It is about compatibility. Jake gets my energy. He is not afraid to live without a safety net. You proposing was like forcing a square peg into a round hole. Embarrassing for both of us, really. Echoing her restaurant line. It cut, but I stayed composed. If that is how you see it, fine. Take what you need. I will handle the lease. You are seriously not going to fight for this? She asked, almost incredulous, like she expected drama. Why would I? I replied evenly. You chose, I am respecting that. She huffed, grabbing more clothes. Whatever, you will regret letting me go so easily. Guys like Jake do not come around often. I didn't respond. As she left, she paused at the door. We can still be friends, right? Once things settle. I shook my head. No, clean break. Her face twisted, maybe surprise, maybe annoyance. Fine, your loss. Door slammed. I returned the ring that afternoon. Got most of the money back, deposited it into savings. Changed the locks that evening. Practical, not petty. Then I blocked her number, unfollowed on socials, detached, disappeared from her world. If you think going no contact was the right move, hit the subscribe button. We talk about self-respect and healing here on Story Sparks. Weeks turned to months. I didn't chase distractions right away. No wild nights out. No apps swiping for rebounds. Instead, I leaned into the quiet. Work became my anchor. I threw myself into projects. Even pitched a new campaign that got me a raise. Focus on what you can control, I told myself. I reconnected with old friends, ones I had neglected for couple stuff. Started hiking on weekends. Fresh air cleared the head. No yoga for me though. Too raw. About 3 months post-breakup, a colleague introduced me to Emily at a work happy hour. She was in graphic design, sharp wit, warm smile. We talked art, travel, easy, no pressure. Coffee turned to dinners. She excited me without the chaos, appreciated my stability, called it grounding. You are thoughtful, she would say. Not everyone is. It felt genuine, not like I was filling a void. By month 5, Emily and I were solid. She met my family, they loved her. She is good for you, Mom said. Then the proposal idea sparked, not rushed, organic. Like us, I planned simple, a picnic at the park where we first kissed. Ring thoughtful, emerald cut style, no panic this time, just certainty. That is when karma started creeping in. About 4 months after the split, a friend texted, "Dude, Sarah's thing with Jake imploded. Thought you should know." I didn't pry, but bits came unsolicited. Turns out Jake was a classic serial dater, charming on the surface but zero commitment. After a couple months of playing house, he ghosted her for a new student in his class. Left her high and dry. No explanation, just a vague text about needing space for his journey. She tried confronting him at the studio, but he played it cool, saying it was never serious. We were just flowing, he apparently told her, echoing her own excuses to me. The unraveling hit her hard. Her yoga classes thinned out. Financially, she had quit her side gig to focus on us with Jake. So now she was scrambling, crashing with a friend. Seeing Sarah's downfall confirmed I had dodged a bullet. The unfairness felt balanced in a cosmic way. The attempt started subtle around month 5. First, a text from an unknown number. Hers probably a burner. "Hey, it is Sarah, can we talk?" Miss our chats, deleted without reply. A week later, another. "Alex, please, I messed up. Jake was a mistake. Let us meet for coffee." Ignored. Calls followed, voicemails. "I know you are hurt, but hear me out. I was confused, searching for something. You were always so steady. I see that now." Her voice cracked a bit. Apologetic tone, still no response from me. This is called hoovering. Trying to suck a former supply back in when the new supply fails. Escalation came quick. She showed up at my office lobby. I had security send her away. Then the proxies, her friends and family, toxic as ever. Her sister left an accusatory voicemail. "You think you are better now? Sarah told me everything. You drove her away with your boring routine. Now she is suffering and you won't even pick up. Pathetic." Deleted. The desperation peaked. Late night texts from yet another number. "I see your posts with that girl. Emily already. How could you move on so fast? I thought we meant more." It revealed her true colors. Smug dismissal flipping to bitter entitlement. I stayed detached. Their toxicity just reinforced my peace. The finale unfolded at our engagement party. Emily's idea, a casual backyard bash. We had kept it low-key. String lights, barbecue, close circle. I had proposed 2 weeks prior. Her yes was enthusiastic, tears of joy. No panic. Somehow Sarah heard. She crashed uninvited, slipping in through the side gate. Disheveled hair, forced smile, clutching a wine glass like a shield. She beelined for me as Emily chatted nearby. "Alex," Sarah started, voice shaky but urgent. "We need to talk now." I turned, calm as ever. "Sarah, this isn't the place. Please," she pressed, eyes darting. "I saw the announcement online. Engaged already. After everything, I was wrong. Jake was nothing. You were the one. Give me another chance. I will change." Emily noticed, approached innocently. "Oh, are you a friend?" she asked, genuine curiosity. Sarah's face twisted, jealousy flashing. I met her gaze, mirroring her old logic coolly. "Just someone who taught me exactly what I didn't want," I said. "Remember, Sarah, we are not that. Turns out I am with someone who wants it." She flinched, hypocrisy exposed. "That is not fair. You embarrassed us both with that proposal. Now you are rubbing this in." "No," I said firmly, no trace of care for her feelings. "I am living my life. You are the one showing up, making a scene, embarrassing yourself now." Guests shifted uncomfortably. Sarah's eyes welled. "But I love you. Please do not do this." I shook my head. "Sarah, you are irrelevant here. I have built something real. Career thriving, peace intact, happiness with Emily. You chose your path. This is mine. Goodbye." She stood frozen, then stormed out, sobbing audibly. The party resumed. Emily squeezed my hand. "You okay?" I nodded. Truly was. Sarah was powerless. A faded echo. Later I blocked the last stragglers. Life moved on. Wedding plans, shared dreams. She is a lesson, nothing more, complete. Thanks for watching.